Hey guys, it is Aubrey with Monthly Plans. When you are seeing this, it will be the 21st of September, but right now it is the 14th of September that I'm starting this video. So yeah, gonna do a setup for the 15th through the 21st of September. Let me get, so I'm doing a lot, or I'm using, rather, I am using some washi tapes that I've just collected over the years. This first one I think I got from, I got it from Walmart, I'm pretty confident, probably about 4 years ago. It's one of those that's just kind of hung out in my drawer, but I thought that it was, a good time to bring it out. It's got good color, and you know, it's true. Every day is a fresh start. And so, where is my, oh, here it is, all the way over here. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was appropriate. So, here, and this is a semi-eventful week, but hopefully not going to be like crazy. All right, and I'm actually just gonna, goodness, just do that, and might pull this. But anyway, yeah, so every day is a fresh start. You know, to go out and do whatever we need to do with our day. So I wanted to put that on there. Number one, I like the colors, and like I said, I feel like that's something I need as a reminder in my planner, so for this week. And then this washi tape I actually got from a shop in Denver, Colorado last year. Actually almost exactly a year ago. It'll be a year ago on September, on the 27th, actually, my husband's birthday, because we just so happened to have scheduled a trip to Denver at the same time that the Denver pin show was going on, and so that was pretty fun because I got to go to my first fountain pen show ever. So yeah, that was pretty nice. And then yeah, so got this washi tape. If you don't know, when my husband and I go to, you know, different places, because we do like to do a little bit of traveling when we can. Unfortunately, this year has kind of been the outlier to that for us, just because, you know, changes and stuff. But anytime we go somewhere, we try to find a local stationery store to go to, and I always try to find, like, you know, washi tapes like this one that you don't have easy access to, or, you know, have to dig through Etsy for type deals. So yeah. Anywho, let's see, what do we have? So, trying to find something that will go in this right here. I didn't really plan a whole lot outside of what washi tape I wanted. So, yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to do this little reminder thing, and would that look too bad if I did that? Or I could put it on that, but I don't really have any green in the spread, so I don't think that would work in my favor. Let's see, that's very blue. I don't need that. Or maybe I can do this top priority, but I really like this reminder sticker, so I think I'm gonna try and stick with that. And there's not a whole lot of black in there. That's the end of that one. Let's see. I have a whole bunch of like random, yeah, these, but those are still not going to do it for me. Let's see. You know, it's crazy. I have all this stuff and nothing. That would go. Lots of orange. I guess I need to do a spread that's got a lot of orange going on in it. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. I've got a couple more places because naturally I'm not organized in this. But let's see. Ah. No, that's too orange. Dang it. Nope. I got all of this from like a little Agenda 52. Oh, wait. Would this... Could I? Maybe? Hang on. Ooh. That won't stand out very well, but you know what? I can just sacrifice this. Oh, or do some layering maybe? No, that won't work. Nope. Okay. Oh, no, that's still not. Yeah, I think my best bet is to pull this up. There we go. And sacrifice that little piece and just do this. And then what I can do, because I feel like that is just a touch too bland, I'm going to do this and just try to highlight it and see how I feel about that. What do we think? Well, it's there, so we'll figure it out later. So this week I've got a couple of things going on. So I'm going to put my little dots, and it's going to be this Tombow 227. But I think I got a couple of things, and that coloring does not match very well. We'll see. I might wind up changing that later on. Okay, got a couple of events going on, so one thing that I want to make sure I block for is going to be on Friday. I am covering a football game. It doesn't start until 7, but it's an away game, so I know that we're going to be leaving about right here, and then I'll be gone, and maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll get back at 1 on Saturday. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. Additionally, I've also got a couple of things going on school-wise, which I think this is the wrong booklet for that. So let me see. Got a few things school-wise going on here. Due date, and I'm just gonna mark that in. But on Sunday, I have a self-imposed due date for a chemistry assignment, and then I also have a biology exam. Yay! And so I definitely want to mark that in for Tuesday. Right here. So that's my first exam that I'll have. Of course, I also still have like my chemistry class and stuff like that as well. But it's just regular class. So I'm not overly stressed. But I will go ahead and mark in little dots for my chemistry. It's actually funny, my chemistry professor, we told him that somebody in the class told him that we were about to have our first biology exam, and he was like, oh my gosh, already? He's like, I haven't even gotten through chapter 1, and I mean, yeah, he takes a hot minute to get through stuff, but I thought that was funny. He's like, I don't even know when your first exam is. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's what we're gonna do. So, and I'm in chemistry until about 10:25. So I don't know if I like this setup for, like, as far as the dots for class, but I figured I'd try them this week and see how the overall, like, after the pin looks. Yeah, we'll see. And this week, I forgot I need to write in my labs as well. So 10:25. I have chemistry 4 days a week, which I actually kind of like, especially in the college setting, because it's almost like little micro bites instead of just 2 large, like, long classes of chemistry. I feel like the micro ones give me time to where it's, like, not too difficult for me to, like, digest the information and then go home and study it a little bit. And so I am pretty grateful for that. I don't suspect I'll be in the exam that long, not because I think I'm going to be just, like, that amazing. It's just, for the exam, I kind of either know it or I don't. And so, yeah. Okay, I've got some other classes at 2. So my chemistry lab, my very first one, is going to be on Monday, and that goes until about 4:50. They did not start our lab until, like, over a month into school, because they wanted us to actually know a little bit before they asked us to do things in chemistry lab, which I appreciate. And then I also have my bio lab, so, and that'll take up the chunk of my day. I do plan on, like, I don't even know if I'm going to work out tomorrow before chem lab, or if I'm just, I probably will a little bit, but yeah. But yeah, I am definitely gonna be hitting studying really hard. I'm gonna hit it hard today after I do this. You know, priorities, right? But yeah, definitely tomorrow I'm going to be studying quite a bit, like, to the point where I don't even know if I'll actually plan for Monday on Monday, if that makes sense. Alright, so I got my bio exam. I also got my football, which, like I said, I really think, and I'm gonna go ahead because I know, like, that is literally going to take, we'll be lucky if I get back by midnight, but I'm gonna be hopeful that I will. Just because it takes a long time, and the place where they are playing the game is, yeah, it's a couple hours away. So, yeah. Okay, so my goals for tomorrow, Monday, are going to be coffee with KB. So I'm just gonna put a dot there. I'm probably gonna wake up at 7, not to study, but to just so I can kind of relax. Because if I relax in the evening times when I have, like, stuff like studying to do and whatnot, then I tend to feel a lot more guilty. Whereas if I take time in the morning to relax a little, it's not as bad. So yeah, me and KB are gonna have some coffee, unless he winds up getting up early to study, because sometimes he does that. Bless him. He's a great college student. I strive to be like him and make his grades. But then this in here, I might do a short, like, workout session, but it's, like, gonna be, I run a mile and I'm done. Because by the time I hit 11, I want to be studying. So, yeah. And this week's going to be a very minimal week, I think, compared to some of the other... Oh no. See, this is Whoops. Okay. Anyway, so let me get, because I'm going to be working out. Oh, there it is. Quite a bit. Hopefully I will retain the information. Ooh, yeah. But I will be studying until probably right up until lab, if I'm being honest. Like, I'll probably leave the library in just enough time to make it to lab. So yep. And then once I get done with Chem Lab, I'll probably come home, have like a regroup session as far as making sure I feed myself. And then I'm gonna go back to studying, and I'm just going to honestly probably study on into the evening, would be my guess. Like, yeah, most of tomorrow is going to be strictly study. So yeah, and then I do need to put in, what do I want to use? I'll use this Tombow, this 899, to mark in my conversation with my mom, which I will have to call her a little early there, but these, yeah. And probably on Saturday too, because Saturday is date night. But we'll cross that bridge when we have it. Actually, I want to use this one. I like that. It's clear. So I plan on studying, probably take a break here, and then get back to studying, and then plan on being in bed by 10. So lots of studying tomorrow, just because I want to make sure that I'm prepared, if at all possible. Though historically, the first test of any class is the one where I literally, I get the worst grade on the first, just because, like, I don't know the formatting that the teacher's going to choose. And so yeah, I just almost always, even when I was like full-time college student, that is just how it went for me. So yeah. Yup. As far as this day on Tuesday, the day of the exam, I'll probably do a little bit of a refresher right before, but I won't get a whole lot of studying done that day. So yeah. So to do, I've got the biology exam. I need to get my chapter 3 chemistry done, which is funny because I think we're still stuck in chapter 2, but that's okay. I also am going to be covering the football game, so that will take all of my Friday. And that's, oh, we do need to give Ethel a shot. So Ethel's shot, I'll have to look and see when that is. And then what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much the outstanding stuff that I've got going on right now that I know are going to happen. I also know date. We are having a date night. So I'm going to get to use my script from Simply Smith stickers. I just got these. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about the date night. I think I've been using, yeah. And I want to say this is Tombow 992, but it's kind of rubbed off, so yeah, I'm not sure. But date night is actually going to be a date night. And I believe the plan right now is going to be that we're going dancing. And I'm super excited. We go to a dance hall, so we do, you know, two-stepping and stuff. But we are also very lazy bums, so probably gonna be done by 11. So we'll go out to eat, and then we will go to the dance hall for a few hours. We try to get there before 8 so that so that we get in free, because we're cheap. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I've got so far. I'll either see you tomorrow for an update and pre-planning for Tuesday, or I'll see you Tuesday. So yeah, see you then. Let's see. Here we go. So, it is Tuesday, the 16th. I have successfully completed. Hello, Velcro. Yes. Hi. Velcro rolled up beside me. Okay. I have successfully done my bio exam. Yay! So I can mark that off. But sadly, I learned today that I have my chem exam. So on next Tuesday, so a week from today. So I need to start studying for chemistry. So, and then on top of that, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, between these two, I need to get 15 hours for work, but I'll only probably be able to get about 3 or 4 on this day. So I gotta start finagling that a little bit this week as well. Yeah, so bio exam was a bio exam. I was not crazy taken off guard by, you know, the questions that were asked. However, I will say, there were a few that I was like, wait, what? So, there is that. All right, so I did also have a, like a coffee chat and meetup between me, KB, and our friend Mary. It was kind of in lieu of our group, our church group meeting, just because, like, our group has not been very good about meeting. I mean, there's only 5 of us, to be fair. Oh, and this is Tombow 947, by the way, for this color right here. But anyway, we've just all been busy. There's only 5 of us in a group, so, like, if more than one person can't come, then, you know, it's kind of a problem. But anyway, so it was just the 3 of us. We decided, you know what, we're still going to meet anyway. And so we did. And so we had coffee, and it was nice. It was so nice to just get to sit at the coffee shop and chat. So there we go. After my exam, it only took me about 40 minutes to complete my exam, and so I actually treated myself to a run to Hobby Lobby, because I decided that was kind of gonna be my little treat. And naturally, I got to Hobby Lobby. I found, because I treated myself to yarn from Hobby Lobby, because it's only like $4 or $5 and everything, and I needed to go there anyway, because I'm currently knitting a shawl for my mother-in-law, and it just so happened that I ran out of the yarn I needed, so I had to go to Hobble Lobbles. Unfortunately, I mean, I did find the yarn that I'm using to knit her shawl, so that was fine, but I was also going to get myself like an additional like color just as a treat, and I found a color I liked, but they didn't have it in the size of yarn that I needed, and so I wound up not getting that, and I was looking around. It was so disorganized that I actually got a little like disoriented, to the point where it actually stressed me out more than it made me happy. And so I just got my yarn I needed for the shawl, and then I left. And then, like, when I was reflecting on it, I realized, you know, like, I could just get some really cool, pretty yarn off of Etsy in smaller amounts, because I have another shawl that I'm wanting to make for myself. And it's a scrappy shawl, but I haven't been in the knitting game long enough to actually be able to make a scrappy shawl, or have all the scraps I need to make a scrappy shawl, so I actually have to buy the scraps, which probably defeats the purpose, but here we are. So anyway, so I did find a shop on Etsy. I was like, why am I not supporting smaller businesses that actually have the product I want. It's probably better quality, and it's not going to be wasteful or as wasteful, because like I can get like little 50-gram skeins. Y'all may not care about this, but I'm still telling you about it anyway, because, you know, captive audience, or you can, you know, fast forward if you want. So this little sticker, just to kind of catch up, is from Simply Smith Stickers, and then this one was Coffee Monsters Co. And then I am also going to pull from Simply Smith a knitting, where is it? Ah, goodness, too much. Okay, a knitting sticker from Simply Smith Stickers as well, because I'm going to knit tonight, guys. It's happening. I'll probably only be up until 10:30 because I'm exhausted, mentally, more so than anything else. But I'm super stoked to be able to just relax and knit, because starting tomorrow, I'll be studying like a madwoman for my next exam, which is next week, and it's chemistry. So there's that. I do want to do a little bit of future planning for Wednesday tomorrow. So the mornings pretty much are, I get up, I have coffee and Devo, and then I have coffee with my husband before going in for my class. I only have chemistry tomorrow. So my plan is going to be to go, and where's my little, ill-prepared, guys, ill-prepared. See, look, this is the mess that is my school bag with the lovely coffee stain, but this is where I throw literally all of my supplies, pins, and everything in it. I'll get out about 10:25-ish, and I'll go straight to the gym from there. I did not work out either Monday or Tuesday, and so that puts me needing to work out these 2 days, and then I'll probably shoot to work out at some point on Saturday, because Friday is going to be all booked most likely. So I'm going to work out because I need to, or I would like to. And then, what else? Gonna work out, and then I'm gonna meet the hubs for some lunch. It's gonna be a pretty quick little meetup, I think, just because because I need to get to work, honestly. So, I do want to put a little sticker, and I think I'm gonna use this Coffee Monsters Co. one. Maybe, wait for it. Okay, this one, and it came in like a quarterly subscription, like August 2023. That's how old these are. But I really like them, and I probably need to get more, because I know she's come out with a lot more like cutesy tiny icons since then, like a lot more, but I just haven't. I need to. Anyway, so yeah, going to have some lunch with KB. And then I'm going to take my happy little self to work because I need money. So, what color? I think I'm going to do this gold color. Yeah, because I did it for this football here, so why not? So, I'm going to plan to go into work at like noon, and then I will most likely be working. Man, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will probably work until about 5 p.m. tomorrow. So, let me get this handy dandy. Yeah, I think that'll be good to get 5, because then that'll just leave me having to find 10 hours in here for it. So, I think that's what I'm going to wind up having to do. And then I'm also going to, I'll only be able to get 4 hours in on Thursday. But let me go ahead and mark in Thursday for work, because I'll go in about 1 p.m. Huh. Well, hopefully they will have some more hours I can gain. If not, it won't be the end of the world for me to not meet my 15 this week. I'm very lucky I get paid to go cover football, which is also why I can't just, you know, make up all of the hours. I need the 6 extra hours on Friday, like I would probably do in a perfect world. So realistically, I'll probably get like 2 or 3 hours on Friday and then go do this football game. But as you can see, I plan on having about a 12-hour day with football alone on Friday because it's another away game. So, and the last away game, I had a 14-hour day with football. So I'm guessing about a 12-hour day for me. So I will make more than enough to cover not meeting my 15 hours at my other job, at least until I'm done covering football. But anyway, so that's the only definites that I have for right now. So I will see you tomorrow. All right, it is Wednesday. So I have corrections to make. So let me get my little handy dandy pouch out because, and I know better, but apparently I didn't listen to past experiences. Oh, is this gonna, what's going on? Okay, no. Okay, there we go. I actually wound up just working until 4 today, and then I'm only going to work 1 hour tomorrow. Oh, goodness. So about 1 hour tomorrow. And the reason is that I'm having to cover down for another athletic trainer at the college that I'm working for. And so, yeah, that's just how it is. Oh, and Friday, I'm going in at 6 a.m. now to work. And I'll work until noon, which is fine because I've actually got a bit of a gap in here. So, because I don't have to be there for football until 3 p.m. now. So, all sorts of things are changing. I'm going to just cover this with a box because why not? Whew, in case you can't hear it in my voice, I am exhausted. I just took a couple hours of a nap and it still hasn't made a difference in my exhaustion. I really hope that I'm not getting sick because that would be just awful. Would this look way out in left field if I put that there? Yes, it would. So let's not put that there. But yeah, I'm just really draggy today. Like from the moment that I woke up, and my husband's like this too. From the moment he woke up, he was just draggy. Surely we both haven't gotten sick at the same time. That would be awful. But we will just have to see. And I think I'm actually going to pull, yeah, I've got some boxes from this Brienne Nicole Designs. This is Fall Kit. And I think I'm going to use the, yes, that's actually near perfect. So I'm going to use these for, and on this one. This one sings to me, so that's the one I'm going to use. So I am now going to work from 6 a.m. on Friday at one job. I'm going to take a break, and I'm actually going to have lunch and hang out with KB because, you know, something about you've got to hang out with your husband, right? That's like it's basically a requirement if you like your husband. And I do, so it works out. But going to catch some food because I'll have like a little couple hour window. So we'll probably go eat. He's wanting to go thrifting, shocking, I know, for a desk chair. So we'll probably do that after, but we'll do lunch. So working, and this is just athletic training room coverage. And then I'll go for football. And I don't know why I was going to. So football. And it's at Newcastle. So, yeah. Not as pretty as it was before, but it is what it is. Changes happen. So, alright. So, on to today. I only worked till 4. I was going to work until 5, but then it turns out that my job at the university was like, hey, actually, we need you on Saturday. So, I'm gonna go in on Saturday. Let me go ahead and mark that in because I am testing the waters a bit as far as I'll be working until 2 on a date day, which, I mean, I know isn't like the end of the world. I just know I'm gonna be exhausted because I'm gonna be looking at a 6-hour day lined up with on probably like a, because we probably won't get back right at 12, so probably an 8 or 9, so I'll be working quite a bit. So that's, and then turning around and working again, and then having a late night. So we'll see how that works out, but for right now, that's our plan. And then it is, yeah, I came home and I crashed hard. Me and the hubs did. We were both just like, I don't know what's happening. Do you know what's happening? Why are we both so exhausted? Because, I don't know, like, this exhaustion came out of nowhere, and that's why I'm a little concerned that we're getting sick, but we're gonna think happy thoughts. I might try to look at chemistry, but if I'm being completely and wholly honest with myself, that's not gonna last long. So let's just preemptively know ourselves and know that we're probably just going to wind up knitting and watching YouTube videos all night because that's all that I feel like doing. So I might, until my call with my mom, try to pretend like I'm a college student and I have things to study. But then, yeah, it's not happening. So I'll probably knit for like an hour or so. But yeah, that is my day, and then this is what my tomorrow looks like so far. I'm probably going to make a huge push for studying tomorrow because ain't nothing happening this day. Not a whole lot's going to happen this day. And then we've got, like, things due. So yeah. Anyway, this was my Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow. Okay. It is Thursday, but this is actually going to be the day where I just go ahead and plan pretty much all of this. Mainly because if you look at my work schedule, 6 to 12, and then I'll be 3 to midnight or later. And then on Saturday, work schedule is 10 to 2, and then I'll be going on a date. Yay! So probably not gonna do any more, you know, showing and telling of the planner. So yeah. Anyway, so let's dive into it. So I actually thought I want to start marking in when I do my morning Devo. If you saw my monthly setup for September, is this it? Yes. I wanted to do at least 10 minutes of meditation, so devotional, that's meditation for me, at least 3 times per week. I am happy to report I have met my 3 times a week goal. So pretty stoked about that. These are from, these are from an Agenda 52 pamphlet. I think it's the Faith one. I've had them, like many things, for several years. So that's where I am pulling these from, and I'm just going to use these pray stickers to denote the days that I got up. Because of my schedule change, I have had the great pleasure of getting to sleep in a little bit and still get up and pray and everything. So my past job, I had to get up at like 4 a.m. to 4:30 if I wanted to do my devotional in the morning. And now, because I no longer have that job, I can get up at 7 and pray. And then usually me and my husband will go sit on the porch and have coffee in the morning, which is chef's kiss. But yeah, since coffee with him on the porch has kind of become a everyday thing for us, still very special, but I also don't know that I want to mark that every single day. So I think putting this in to kind of track when I wake up in the mornings makes a little bit more sense for where I'm at currently. Yeah, where I'm at currently. All right, so moving on. So I got up, I did my devotional, which was fantastic. The last 2 days actually have been pretty good. Then did chemistry and then bio. Still haven't gotten our grades back yet. I'm a little nervous. She said one person so far has gotten a D, and I was like, oh, I hope that's not me. And then I worked for 1 hour before coming home, and when I got home, me and my husband got home like within an hour-ish of each other, and we were both tired, so we napped and kind of just hung out and caught up on our days. He actually had an exam. It was his second exam for this week. I'm going to use this sticker from Simply Smith Stickers. But anyway, he had an exam today, and we were both exhausted, and actually we got home about 3. And so we took a nap, and it is just now almost 6. So probably took a nap until around 5:30-ish time frame. I mean, we ate and stuff at probably close to 5, but we had a nice, decent little relaxing nap, relax session, and now I'm here. And I am putting off studying for my chemistry exam, which doesn't bode well. I feel like I may possibly have some false confidence, though, because, like, I've been getting it. Like, it's clicking. Quantum numbers, for the most part, are clicking, which, if you'd have told me even a month ago that, hey, chemistry is going to be your easiest class, I would have been like, ha, false. These stickers, these little microphone stickers, are from Plan Fantastic. I'm just putting it down that I filmed for a little bit today, but then, yeah, I'm going to be studying, so I want to get, and I need to get more of these, because I didn't think I would be as in love with these thinking stickers from Coffee Monsters Co. I didn't think I would love them as much as I do, but I mean, they're probably my most used sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. Specifically for studying. So, I just like it. I'm sure, I mean, obviously she meant them for like brainstorming and stuff like that, but I think they do a good job of depicting my brain when I'm trying to study for anything. So I'm going to plop that down. I'm feeling pretty good today, and I didn't study at all yesterday. So I'm going to shoot to study until about 9. It's, I'll probably start studying around 6:30, and then I'll go for about 2.5 hours-ish, maybe more if I get in a groove. Of course, I'm going to stop and call my mom. But other than that, I'm going to be studying for this evening. And then my goal is to get into bed by around 9:30, because I have to wake up at 5 tomorrow. So we'll do that. I still don't know exactly where we're going to go eat tomorrow. Kelv is leaving that up to me and how I feel. So we're going to pause on that and just not write it down. When it comes to Saturday, honestly, I'm going to be exhausted. So my goal on Saturday is going to be to sleep in and not do a whole lot of anything, because I'm going to be exhausted. So let me just go ahead and mark that. So I'll probably sleep in. I mean, I probably will get up a little bit before I need to leave. That way I can have coffee with KB. But I just know from the last time I had to do something like this, I am going to be exhausted. So planning to sleep in before going to cover, and I'm covering a baseball game. So I can actually put that down there. And yeah, I'm going to get done with baseball. And then I'm just going to hang out with KB, and then we're going to go on our date. We're going to go dancing. I'm super excited. I also have to figure out a time when I can do my chemistry assignment. It's probably going to be some of what I do tonight, but definitely going to have that done. It's not technically due until next Tuesday, but I've made a goal of turning it in the Sunday before each assignment is due, just so I don't have to worry about forgetting that during the week. When it comes to Sunday, we are definitely going to be going to church, so I will use this sticker right here to mark in. We're going to be going to church. We are additionally going to go grocery shopping, which is, you know, do I want to put this? Ooh, I like this one right here. This is another one I like, making lists. She just hit it out of the park in Q1, I guess, because I think, yeah, this one was Q1 as well. So Helen did well. So we are gonna do this one just for the shopping, to mark in that we will be going grocery shopping on Sunday, which is when y'all will be seeing this. And yeah, that's, oh, and we have got to, for everything that is holy, clean. So our house, we clean about once a week. Our house is not like, oh my gosh, awful by any stretch, but I can definitely like tell that like we need a solid cleaning day. Like we need to make sure we mop the floors and everything gets wiped down, stuff like that. So clean everything. And then I will also, knowing myself, study the rest of the evening, whether I want to or not, because I am nervous about my chemistry exam. Just, well, I am, but I'm not. Like, I'm not nervous about the material. I'm nervous about the time limit that he's going to impose on the test material, because he's told us today, actually, the professor was like, you need to be able to do everything in, like, you need to be able to do each problem in a minute. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Because, like, some of these problems, it's like, you know, you got to figure out the direction that he's wanting you to go. It's like conversion problems, and then also like quantum numbers, which, I mean, yeah, anyway, quantum numbers, not my favorite, but hopefully I'll do well. Anyway, so that is it. That's all that I have for y'all this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I'm definitely really liking the fall vibes that this is giving me. And yeah, I can't wait for fall to start. I actually think fall starts on the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken, so super stoked. Anyway, let me know how your week is going, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!